What's up, everybody? Krista Fizzle here. It is week 8. Holy shit. Halfway through the season already. I can't even fucking believe it. Last week was fucking awful. Awful. Worst picking of the season. Definitely. 6-9 last week. Fucking awful. Terrible. 63-44 overall, so that ain't bad, but I gotta be smarter with my picks, man. I just can't just throw them out there. First things first, what's up, everybody? It's hasn't been a little while, but I've been wanting to do a fucking A, can't even think of it. Fantasy draft, there we go. Wow, right away we get a fucking fumble on special teams. How do you like that? But I've been wanting to do a fantasy draft, however, I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm just fucking way too busy at the moment with work and everything. But enough about that. I might try to figure something out. But enough about that. Let's jump right into it. I'll go through the divisions first. The AFC East, number 1 is New England at 6-1. They're coming off of a win over Pittsburgh. That game was pretty close until New England ran away with it. That seems to be the trend going. Already a flag? Jesus. I thought it was going to be a measuring stick game. You know, that's my AFC preview game, but with Landry Jones at QB. He's not that great of a QB. Sorry. He's just not. Then number 2, we got Buffalo coming off of a disappointing loss to Miami. They're 4-3. They gave up 200 yards rushing. I can't wait to see what Blunt does with them this week. Miami's in 3rd at 3-4, coming off of that win on. There it is. There's Blunt. Blunt forced trauma. I need a hit for that. Smoking Iceman. Fucking love this piece. Always smoking. 4th in division. New York Jets. 2-5. They're coming off an impressive win over Baltimore. The AFC North. Pittsburgh is still in first place. Even with the loss in New England, it's 4-3. Baltimore second. They could have tied for first, if not got first in the division if they beat the Jets. But nah, they don't. They're 3-4. Lose against the Jets, second in division. I think Pittsburgh has this division under wraps. Baltimore's in a downward spiral. 3 losses in a row. That's tough. Cincinnati, also at 3-4. They play Cleveland. Cleveland's 0-7 in the bottom of that division. Cleveland's got the number 1 pick, I think. That or San Francisco. Who fucking knows? Look at that spin move. Holy shit. In the AFC South, Houston. That was embarrassing. Playing against Denver. I know it's at Mile High, and that's a tough place to play. Believe me, we lost there twice last year. But the thrown fumble, what the fuck was that? I honestly thought that Houston was actually going to beat them halfway through the second quarter. Then shit just started rolling for Denver on defense and offense. I thought C.J. Anderson actually tore his ACL halfway through that game. That would have been fucking awful for that team. But Houston's still in first in that division. Indy coming in at second at 3-4. They got an impressive win over Tennessee. I honestly thought Tennessee was gonna beat them. Super wrong. Andrew Luck had himself a game against that defense. Tennessee, with the loss to Indy, they're in third with the same record, but they lose in that tiebreaker with the division records. Jacksonville, they lost to Oakland. They're 2-4. They're last in the division. It's still a pretty weak division. If Houston goes on a downward spiral, Jacksonville gets some wins. Who knows what the fuck could happen in that division? That division's pretty weak. The AFC West, that's probably the strongest division. Even though San Diego is at the bottom with 3 and 4, but that whole division won this past weekend. Oakland at 5 and 2, they still lead it. Told you they're gonna give Denver fits over that division. But they're 5 and 2. That was a big hit. Holy shit. They're 5 and 2 with the win over Jacksonville. Denver is at 5 and 2 with the win over Houston. They stopped their 2-week losing skid. That's good for them. They definitely need it. They needed to stay tied with that division. If Olin gets 1 or 2 games ahead of them, that might be tough down the stretch. Kansas City's at 4 and 2 with the win over New Orleans. I thought New Orleans was going to beat them, but I probably should have known New Orleans' defense just can't stop anybody. San Diego, bottom of the division, 3 and 4. Impressive win over Atlanta. Atlanta's was looking like one of the top teams in the NFC, but past 2 weeks, not so much. That rounds out the AFC, so we'll go into the NFC. We start in the East, Dallas. They're coming off of a bye week. They're still in first place though, even though they had the bye week. 5 and 1. Ezekiel Elliott, Dak Prescott. I knew he threw his first pick, but damn, that's a good duo. Dez Bryant's coming back this week. That's formidable. That's pretty formidable. Philly is at second place, 4 and 2 in the division, with impressive defensive stand against Minnesota. I thought Minnesota was gonna roll over them. They showed Sam Bradford who the fuck is boss. Washington, they probably could have had second place in the division over Philly with the win, but disappointing loss to Detroit. Josh Norman going down. Is Kirk Cousins really your guy? Who knows? Only time will tell. But that division's pretty strong too, with Giants, even though they're in last place, getting the win over the Rams in London. Fucking, they're 4 and 3 record. I'm glad they got rid of their punter, that fucking douchebag, Josh Brown, I think. Says writes everything down in a diary and then says he never hits his wife, but guy's a dirtbag. Over into the AFC North. Minnesota has a hold over that division still by 1 game over Green Bay and Detroit. Actually, technically 2-game lead over Detroit, because Detroit hasn't had a bye week yet, and they're at 3 losses. But Minnesota coming in with their first loss against Philly of the year, so there's no more undefeated teams. However, there's still 1 winless team, and damn it, I'm so fucking sorry, guys. I do that all the time. I'm not even paying attention and everything, and Brady gets sacked right there. Fuck. Green Bay, they won in Chicago. Chicago's not that good at all. I I knew Aaron Rodgers was going to go over 300 yards in that game for the first time in how many games? 14 games. It's ridiculous. But Chicago's not that great. They're in the bottom of the division at 1-6, but Detroit has a hold of that third spot, 4-3 record. Green Bay haven't had their bye yet, so we'll see how that shakes out. That seems to be a pretty good division. A three-way race. I can't fucking talk. Holy shit. A three-way race. There we go. For that division. The NFC South. Carolina. Still in the bottom of the division. I love it. From first to worst. It is awesome. But they're coming off of a bye week. No more of this bullshit. Atlanta leads that division, even though they lost to San Diego, 4-3. Tampa Bay's coming back at 3-3. They're second in the division. They played San Francisco, who's not that good at all. But Tampa Bay, they're looking pretty sharp. Jacquizz Rodgers, he's having a fun time in that offense. Mike Evans had himself a fucking game, that's for sure. New Orleans 2-4. Well, losing to Kansas City. Not much you can. Your defense gives up everything. You have to win with Breeze throwing the ball. It's just they just can't put up enough points to keep up with their defense giving up so many points. Let's see, the NFC West. Seattle took over that division. Even though that was a fucking, what was that? That was the Sunday night game. Seattle, Arizona. That was awful. I watched 3/4 of that game and wanted to puke. The game was so bad. Fucking, I didn't even watch the two kickers miss in overtime. I couldn't even stay up that late. I had work the next day. But they still, Seattle still leads it with a 4-1-1 record. Arizona's a 3-3-1 in record on third. Rams, they're 3-4. They were my pick to win that division, but they could still win it. I don't know what the fuck goes on. I'm not a fucking Nostradamus. Not him. So we'll see what happens going on, but for right now the Rams are in third with a loss to the Giants in London. San Francisco rounds out fourth with a 1-6 record, losing to Tampa Bay. Kaepernick's not good. Keep him in the pocket. He's not an accurate passer. That's all there is to it. Oh, what the hell? So those are how the divisions stack up. Go right through to the time we have left. Passing leaders: Matt Ryan. He's your passing leader by over 200 yards over Breeze. Your rushing leader is Ezekiel Elliott. He only by 20 yards over David Johnson. And then I think LaShawn McCoy's right after Johnson by 20 yards, but McCoy's hurt. He might not even play. I'm super torn because he's on my fantasy team, but he's playing against us, so I really don't want him to fucking play. Julio Jones is your receiving leader by 55 yards over AJ Green. And if I asked you, who was your sack leader, I bet most of you would say Von Miller. Nope, wrong. It is Lorenzo Alexander on the Buffalo Bills. That motherfucker has 9 fucking sacks. He's been in the league for fucking I can't remember what it said, like 9 years. Or 5 years, 10 years, I don't know, something like that. But 4 different teams. Oh yeah, 10 years, 4 different teams in 5 years. Has had 6 sacks in that span, and the motherfucker comes through with 9 sacks already. Holy shit! I give it a tip my hat to that motherfucker. He's putting in some work. That's all I got before my picks. So I'm just gonna sit here and watch Buffalo piss away some fucking timeouts here. I need a hit though. There's a lot of talking. My mouth is dry. Holy shit.
So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action.
So, holy shit. Another big hit. Holy fuck. Alright, so I guess my brother Scott, he CM Punk U. He had to move, his computer broke or something, so he's not able to do any videos, so I wasn't able to put up any. Well, that was a good catch. That was a good catch. He hasn't been able to put up any videos or pics. I think he forgets how to type because he can just type out his picks, or text them to me and I can just fucking read them. Oh well. Oh, he's out of bounds. They're gonna give it to him though. D Money, I haven't really asked him. That's right, I forgot to fucking text him. I'm a stoner, so you gotta forgive me. Oh, miss. He missed. That's fucking sweet. New England's up 7-0. I love it. It kind of looked like Sunday night. They just keep missing. Speaking of missing, Gostkowski? What the fuck? Why do you keep missing PATs and fucking field goals? What the fuck's going on? Even in the game. Well, actually, technically, that's just me. I suck at field goals in this game. And PATs. I don't really go for a whole lot of them. But I'm surprised they're not taking a knee into halftime. I'm surprised they're going for it. Why risk a pick there? It is 7-0 halftime. We'll fucking, I'll see you in the second half. What's up? We're back. Second half. Hopefully I don't watch my fucking team lose again in the second half. This is where I do all my picks. Holy shit. I hope this definitely hope these 4 minutes go by rather quickly, because I don't want to make you guys watch like a 40-minute video just for picks. All right, let's get right into them. Actually, for the second half, the Thursday night game, Jacksonville traveling to Tennessee again. For the second year in a row, in the same fucking colors. The awful mustard color, powder blue. That made me. I wanted to puke when I saw all that shit. Just throw the ball. Why are you gonna take a sack? What the fuck? Wah wah wah. Why? I don't know. Fuck it. Fuck it. I don't know. I don't even know if I can bring myself to watch this Thursday night game. but I am going to go with the home team, Tennessee. That's their only both teams are terrible. DeMarco Murray's pretty good. He's up there in rushing leaders, but that's an awful game. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to watch it. That's how awful it is. How do you miss that? How do you miss that? Holy shit, Gronk. How do you miss that? So definitely going with the home team, Tennessee over Jacksonville. The 1 o'clock games. New England traveling to Buffalo. I fucking hate that train. I really do. The train noise that they do. It's awful. I don't like trains, really. It's me. I'm just biased against trains. He catches it out of bounds. Brady's 1-5, 11 yards. What the fuck? This is a must-win for Buffalo over New England for the division, to stay in the division, to not go to an exact 500 record. But New England's rolling. I can't pick against New England. I did in the first week, but I can't pick against them with Brady back. Brady's already the MVP candidate. He's only played 3 games. Like, holy shit. Fucking Gronk, Bennett, Blunt's putting in work. Edelman doesn't look the same, but they're leaving him open for those short little routes. He just can't get away from people. Hogan, I know he had a fumble, but we stole him from Buffalo. What the fuck? We stole him from Buffalo. New England, I can't bet against them. New England beats them. I don't know if... I think it's going to be 10 points or more. 10 to 14 points. 2-score lead. Two-score win. They always seem to pull away late. The other team gets frustrated. See what happens. Like, I honestly thought Sexy Rexy was going to be donezo before their bye week. But if they finish 500 or under, I think he is gone next season. Next one, Washington traveling to Cincy. Those offensive weapons without Josh Norman gonna smoke Washington. AJ Green's gonna have a game and a half. Cincinnati rolls over Washington. New York Jets traveling to Cleveland. As much as I want to pick Cleveland for an upset pick of the week, can't do it. Cleveland's just bad. New York beats them. Touchdown by touchdown. 7 points. That'll be good, I say. Detroit traveling to Houston. Your $70 million QB is not working it. Is not doing it for you, Houston. Detroit, Matt Stafford, and that offense takes care of business on the road, and they get the win. Kansas City traveling to Indy. Kansas City is actually rolling. Their defense is looking good. They're 4-2. They're looking to slice some pie. Slice some pie. I'm stoned, so I'm thinking of food because I'm fat. But they're thinking of slicing into that division. They want part of that division. But I'm going with the upset pick. I think Indy upsets Kansas City. I know that Indy took care of business against Tennessee, but let's face it, it's Tennessee. Their defense isn't that good.
This will be caught inside the 10.
So,
And now
upset
they're
pick of the
inside
week,
10 as it's
Indy,
brought down at the 9.
Indy over Kansas City.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Yeah, how you like that? Illegal touching. Bang pow. Boom. See, Seattle traveling to New Orleans. I think Seattle beats them pretty easy. They give up. New Orleans gives up everything. So I'm definitely gonna pick Seattle to take that game. Oakland traveling to Tampa Bay.
1 man in the backfield. That's McCoy. And he'll get it up the middle.
Fucking A. McCoy.
He's able to get this inside the 10
Sorry.
down to the 9.
Oakland,
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left
I
with
think we'll
3rd and
beat
1.
Tampa Bay. I went back and forth in this game.
Hill fighting for the end zone.
Wow.
It's out. And it's
Wow.
the Patriots.
Did you just... Wow. He fumbles the ball into the end zone.
And get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
How deflating. Did you just fucking hear that? You fucking announcers. How deflating. That's bullshit.
Yep, the opportunity squashed.
Like I said, I've gone back and forth in this game. I think Tampa Bay is rising up in that division. I think it's more of me wanting Oakland to take the division, because I am not scared of Oakland coming to New England at all. However, I am scared of traveling to Denver. And if we win the division and Denver does not, then we do not have to go to Denver to play them, unless... No, I don't even think... No, we wouldn't... No way. But Oakland beats Tampa Bay. Derek Carr's for real. I know he had a bullshit game a couple games ago, but they got it back on track against Jacksonville. Oakland beats Tampa Bay. Arizona traveling to Carolina. I think Arizona beats Carolina. Carolina goes 1-6. And Arizona stays with Seattle for that division. San Diego traveling to Denver. I spent literally 20 minutes before I picked a team in this fucking game, because San Diego already not destroyed, but they already beat Denver, but they played in San Diego. Playing in Denver is a lot different with that atmosphere. It's the first 4 o'clock game. Denver beat San Diego. I give them the edge because it is in Denver. They don't normally lose in Denver. Green Bay traveling to Atlanta. That's another 4 o'clock game. I'm picking the upset with Atlanta beating Green Bay. Atlanta has one more loss than Green Bay. However, I do think Green Bay is better than Atlanta overall. But Green Bay is used to playing not in a dome, so I'm going with the dome team, and I'm going with Atlanta. The Sunday night game, Philly traveling to Dallas. Philly, super impressive against Minnesota. I do think Dallas wins it at home. They're getting Des Bryant back. I think he has a major impact, not only in catches. He's going to lead the team in targets, catches, and drops. But I think Ezekiel Elliott gets another 100-yard game, and I think Dallas rolls over Philly. The Monday night game, Minnesota traveling to Chicago. Minnesota hands down. I don't think Chicago's very good. and I think Minnesota rebounds. Sam Bradford is definitely better than Jay Cutler. I think if Jay Cutler even comes back, who knows? He's cleared to come back, but I think Minnesota definitely takes it. Those are my picks for the week. I did not tell you bye week teams though, which are Baltimore, LA, Miami, New York, Giants, that is, Pittsburgh, and San Francisco. Pittsburgh needs it. Getting that bye with Roethlisberger down for 4 to 6 weeks, they could use a little bit of a break there to get Landry Jones back up to speed. I guess you could say San Francisco definitely needs it. Fucking 1-6. They need to figure out what they're doing. Trading deadline's coming up. New England already did traded AJ Derby to Denver, and then they got a linebacker from the Lions. So we'll see. I would love to see like Joe Thomas from Cleveland, but they want a first-round pick for him. I would say he's worth it. Now the guy from San Francisco, they want a first-round pick for him, but I would give a first-round pick to Joe Thomas over that guy any day. I can't even remember his name. But yeah, those are my picks, my Week 8 picks. I love doing this. I try to do this every week, I'll try to do this every week. So hit the like button, subscribe. Me and D Money are back together. We're getting shit done. I just want to make sure we get enough product that I don't run out like last time. So we'll watch the rest of this game. 7 seconds. It's probably not going to be too much going on. Nobody can fucking catch the ball. Like, nobody can catch the ball. Like a Rexy. New England wins 7-0. I'm going to try to do something. Maybe get these games more exciting. I don't know. We'll see. But pick against me. Like, subscribe. I'm going to come out with some more stuff. I'm working on some stuff. So definitely, until next time. Peace.